I would say it's passion. You know, when you are into something and you dedicated your life for the sport, and that thing has been keeping me going on.
Tell me, what's your take on the current state of table tennis in Nigeria?
I would say the stake is high because we have a couple of young players, up and coming players who has been making the country proud in some of the international tournaments around the world. I would say the stake is high. Like we've been doing before, you know, we've been ever since the inspection of all African Games, Nigeria has been the top contender in the sport in Africa. I would say anybody that make the team will perform very well in Congo, and the country will be proud. Back then we have in a year we have about 9 tournaments in a year, but these days we few ones, and a lot of players lost interest in the game because, you know, when you are doing something and you are not making anything from it, you tend to look another way. So all those things contributed a lot to the development of table tennis in Nigeria.
Also experienced table tennis player among the Meroto. That said, you've seen it all in Nigerian table tennis. And then he said back in the day, we were doing so well because they were busy playing competitions.
Yeah, there are competitions all across the country, And the fact that there were so many grassroots tournaments that were not really in the limelight, a lot of players were being promoted in the limelight just because, just because there were so many tournaments. And table tennis was such a huge sport in Nigeria. Remember, Onya and I were talking about it, I think, a few weeks ago, about how there was almost no street in Lagos that you walked in that you did not see at least one table tennis.
That local bat.
Yeah, that Paco bat, exactly. Yeah. You first started on cement floors, graduated to benches, then to your parents' dining table, then you now move to something else. And that ever since they began to criminalize the sport somewhat by the police picking up people who they felt were engaged in sharp practices or at those kind of
venues. It off the streets.
It somewhat criminalized the sport and also killed interest in it. But like he said, with the gradual reintroduction of like the Lagos Classics and what the board of the NTTF are doing, also the indefatigable presence of the Asuju tournament, that has been a major mainstay, that probably be the biggest promoter of Nigerian table tennis. Maybe table tennis would have gone into oblivion, just like handball. But thankfully, there will always be a place for these people. And we can only hope that this will continue to thrive in Nigeria.
That's it. And then you even look at table tennis, it's a sport that you can play for as long as you get maybe even 50. Shagun Toriola is over 40. Funke Oshanake is 39, close to 40, and they're still going on strong. So it means we can make good use of their experience.
Absolutely, Austin. I think it's a shame that a country as big as Nigeria, at the time, experienced dwindling fortune in these sports. What does it take to play table tennis? Like Tunde said, when I was growing up, especially in the Agege area, and you can count how many table tennis boards you will see. You will see a kid not even as tall as the board, and he's playing fantastic table tennis. What happened is that as time went on, that culture died, and you see, like the Brazilians, everybody plays soccer. Table tennis, we are almost 180 million people, and we have young people who don't have anything to do, whiling away their time. Why can't we start from there?
I mean,
get to the basic, like Toriola said. Teach them the basic when they were coming up. That coaches normally teach them the basic. Then from there, you become a star in what you do.
That's
but
it.
That's no longer the case, and that is why we are experiencing at that level. The federation can pick up some stars, but from the grassroots level, when you start playing at the age of 5, 6, 7. By the time you get to 15, 16, and you have facilities.
Look at Dina Menchef, the African champion.
Yeah.
She started playing at an extremely young age.
Now.
Her father was a national table tennis player. Her mother was a national table tennis player. Her brother plays for the national team.
Her father is currently the president of the Egyptian Table Tennis Federation.
Her mother was Funsho
Sean Ike.
No, was it? No, the other one.
Bose
Kafo's colleague.
Yeah.
Or counterpart. Now she's also beating
Oshon Ike.
So that tells you about. I remember you remember back in the days, you see secondary school students on their way back from school with their uniform.
You must stop by somewhere to just
sweating away their
test
energy.
your skills.
There's no proper scouting at the grassroots level. There's no proper channel to feed this talent into competition mode and into the national teams. And until that is done, we will always continue to have people who are now naturalizing for Congo and for God knows which other African country.
You can say Saka did the same thing. Onyiye Nwachukwu, she's now with Congo. I mean, she was talking to me the other day and she says no regrets, that she's been in China for almost 3 months, getting ready. They only took a break to come to Yaoundé for the Africa Senior Cup.
Ask her how much the Congolese Federal Table Tennis Federation pay her. Ask her how much. They pay her as well as a Nigerian Premier League player, and her money is never delayed. So why in the name of God wouldn't she take up a better offer?
It's all right. Okay, let's not get angry tonight. We'll still looking at ways we can develop sports in Nigeria, particularly table tennis. You saw Funke Oshonaike and Segun Toriola. They've given almost, their lives to table tennis, and it's good to see them still going on strong. It's not just table tennis. We're counting down to the All-Africa Games in Congo, Brazzaville. Beach volleyball, they are also getting ready. So, beach volleyball, yes, beach volleyball, they are getting ready. So much going down at the All-Africa Games. The national beach volleyball team, they are in the final phase of their campaign and confident of a good outing this year at the Games after a disappointing run in the last edition in Maputo. So there is need to get better. And then, if we can capitalize on beach volleyball, can capitalize on beach soccer, there are a lot of sports we can actually capitalize on and take the pressure off football.
Yeah, I agree with you, Austin. You see, my worry is that they want to go to the All-African Games now. There is a lot of frenzy, preparation, and blah, blah, blah. Then after the All-African Games, what happened to these sports?
Exactly.
You have a lot of players who make a living out of this. What happens to them? That is a problem. There's no proper structure.
What about the associations that go to sleep for 4 years and only come to life when there is the National Sports Festival?
When money is released?
No problem. Okay, the coach of the national beach volleyball team, he spoke to us today and is excited, not just excited, they are super turbocharged that they can have a good tournament at